Hi everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to crochet these sock slippers. It's a really quick and easy beginner friendly pattern. I have included links in the description below for the written patterns as well as information on the materials that you're going to need. You will just really need a 5.5mm crochet hook and any medium size 4 worsted weight yarn, but I have included specifics in the details below. Let's go ahead and start on our pattern. So we're going to begin by making a starting loop and we will chain 60. So you're just going to yarn over your hook, pull it right through the loop on your hook, and do that again. Yarn over, pull through the loop, yarn over, pull through your loop, and you're just going to keep on going until you get to 60. So work 60 chains and then come back. You can pause the video till you get to 60 chains, come back, and I'll show you what we're going to do for the next step. All right, so now for this next step, we're going to be working into the second chain from our hook, a half double crochet. So yarn over, push your hook into that second chain, yarn over, pull up a loop. You now have 3 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull right through all 3 loops, and that's your half double crochet stitch. We're going to do that again in the next chain, and we'll be working 1 half double crochet into each remaining chain all the way down the row until you get to the end. You should have a stitch count of 59 because we started working in the second chain from the hook, so we dropped that first one. All right, so now that you finished working all of your half double crochets, you're going to chain 1 and turn your work, and we're going to begin on row number 2. We're going to work in the back loops only, so we're going to work still half double crochet stitches, but we're working back loop half double crochet stitches. So you're going to go over your work and into that back loop only, not through the entire stitch. Yarn over and complete your half double crochet as usual. So go ahead and continue working 1 back loop half double crochet into every single stitch all the way down the row. Right now we're working on row number 2 together. You're going to keep on doing this until you have completed row 17. So when you get to the end of this row, you're just going to chain 1, turn your work, and continue doing 1 back loop half double crochet into every single stitch. Once you've finished row number 17, come back and I'll show you what we're going to do next. So pause the video till you have completed 17 rows in total, and then come back and we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so now that you've finished all of your rows, you're going to chain 1 and turn your work. We're going to fold our work in half, lining up the long edges of our work. So just fold that right over like this. Make sure that you're lining up evenly the long edges of your work, and we're going to be closing a seam. So you've already done your chain 1. We're going to push our hook in the first stitch here, and then we're going to line it up with the first stitch on the other side and push it through there as well. And then you're just going to yarn over and pull it right through the loops on your hook to complete a slip stitch. Let's do the next one together as well. So you're going to push your hook through that next stitch and then lining it up with the next stitch on the other side, yarn over, and then pull right through the loops on your hook to complete your slip stitch. And you're just going to keep going, working 1 slip stitch into every single stitch all the way down the row, being sure to work through both sides so that we are we're connecting it and closing a seam. So again, pause the video. Once you have finished working 1 slip stitch all the way down, connecting both sides, come back. Okay, so now that we're at the end of our work, we're going to chain 1. I do recommend placing a stitch marker in that chain 1 space. Now we're going to be working evenly around the side of our work. So lining up with the rows that we've just worked, we're going to work single crochet. So push your hook in, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through both loops on your hook to complete your single crochet. We're going to go line up along the side with the next row worked, and we're going to continue working single crochets all the way around evenly. So just do your best to line up your single crochets with the rows that you've worked. So you should have a total of 17 single crochet stitches by the time you get back to the beginning of your work, because we worked 17 rows and we're lining up our single crochets right now with those rows worked. So go ahead and finish up working this round. When you get back to the beginning at that chain 1 space, come back and I'm going to show you what we're going to do next. Okay, so here we are back at the chain 1. We're going to close with a slip stitch. So push your hook into that chain 1 space and complete a slip stitch to close that round. Now for round 2, we're going to chain 1 and we're going to work a half double crochet decrease. So to do that, push your hook in the first stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, hold on to those loops, and we're going to yarn over again, push our hook in the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop. You should now have 5 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through all 5 loops. That's a half double crochet decrease stitch. In the next stitch, we're going to do a regular half double crochet. Then we're going to take these next 2 stitches and turn it into 1 by doing another half double crochet decrease. And then after this, we're going to do another regular half double crochet, and you're just going to keep alternating all the way around doing a half double crochet decrease, half double crochet decrease. So go ahead and keep repeating that all the way around until you get back to the beginning. By the end of this round, you should have 11 stitches. So finish that up and then come back. Okay, so now we're finishing this round with our slip stitch in the chain 1 space, chain 1 to begin our last round. We're going to be repeating the same round that we just did. So we're going to be working a half double crochet decrease to begin the round, and then a regular half double crochet in the next stitch. And you're just going to keep doing that all the way around. By the end of this round, you're going to have a total of 7 stitches. And of course, at the end of this, you're going to close the round with a slip stitch in your chain 1 space. We're almost back at the beginning here. Half double crochet decrease, and here we are at the chain 1. So we're going to close this round with a slip stitch into that chain 1 space from the beginning of our round, and pull up a little bit of a tail end to work with here. Grab your scissors to fasten it off, and you'll need your tapestry needle for the next step here to close up that hole. So fasten it off, pull the rest of that tail end through, and now we're going to thread your tapestry needle, and those 7 stitches that are remaining, you're just going to weave your needle in and out and pull through. In and out of the next stitch, pull through, in the following stitch, out the next. And we're just doing this all the way around. This is going to allow us to pull it closed like a drawstring. You don't necessarily have to do so. Pull that to close the opening, and we're going to just weave the tail end in and out across where that the closed opening is, just to really secure it and keep it closed. So I'm going to weave it back and forth over top of what would be the opening here. And what I was going to say is you don't necessarily have to do the decrease rounds if you don't want to. You could just finish off weave the tail ends in and out and pull it closed. But the problem I find with that is it ends up being a very bulky at the toe, and it's not very comfortable. So I definitely recommend following these steps right to the end, doing those decrease rounds. It makes a big difference for the comfort of the slipper sock. So I'm going to show you how I finish up here, because I like to do a little knot. So for the last one, don't completely pull it. I'm just going to get this through. Keep a little bit of a loop and then push your needle through that loop and pull it. That's going to give it a knot right down to the work. And then weave the tail end in and out of just a couple more stitches to soften that out, and you don't feel the knot either. So just give that a feel, tug around, make sure it's really secure, and then you can fasten off what's left of the tail end. Go ahead and do the same thing to weave the other tail ends in and out of your work, and you're done. Don't forget that right now your slipper sock is inside out. So after weaving the tail ends is a good time to flip it around so that it's the right way and reveal your finished work. I hope that you have enjoyed this video tutorial and this pattern. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a look at the helpful links in the description below.